Today we're talking about AITX and the latest moves in this stock. I know many of you are in this stock for a potential future, but remember, these OTC penny stocks are about as risky as you can get. And the stock could at any point dip below your buy point and you could lose all your money. You only want to invest money in these stocks that you can afford to lose. And basically it's taking a bet on the future of AI security. So let's get right to it. In looking at AITX website, you can see their products RadCam, RadPack, Ava, Rosa. All these are familiar names we've heard quite a bit before. And if this is your first time learning more about AITX, thank you for joining us. And on their website, they also have to see a little bit more about their subsidiaries. Just to remind you, they have RAD, which designs, engineers, manufactures, delivers, and maintains stationary workflow automation solutions. And RAD-R works with residential security devices. RAD-M, which engineers, designs, manufactures, delivers, and maintains mobile workflow automation solutions. And then lastly, RAD-G, which is the Robotic Assistance Devices Group. It's AITX's newest wholly owned subsidiary. It's a software company that creates solutions in line with the Autonomous Remote Services Manifesto. So let's learn a little bit more about AITX's recent news and their news releases. So if you haven't seen it yet, AITX RAD-R is set to launch RadCam pre-orders in mid-September, pioneering the next evolution in residential security. So news was released on August 21st, and they talk about developed by RAD-R, this advanced residential and small business security solution is poised to redefine market standards, offering a significant leap forward in home security technology and potentially outpacing legacy competitors. And by launching pre-orders in mid-September, they aim to place this innovative security solution into customers' hands in time for the holiday shopping season. Well, that makes sense. Smart move. Positioning RadCam as the must-have gift for tech-savvy homeowners and multi-business owners. Our next recent press release is AITX RAD receives anticipated purchase orders for 53 Rio units. So this was on August 29th, receiving anticipated purchase order, as I mentioned, for 53 Rio units from a Fortune 500 client. That's a big client. These orders were previously announced as expected in July. Unfortunately, I can't list the names. Most Fortune 500 companies won't allow you to share their name when they place an order. When fully deployed, the units referenced in the purchase order are expected to generate over $1 million in annual recurring revenue. Recurring is fantastic about AITX because they get ongoing service revenues from their security systems. So it brings RAD closer to its goal of organically reaching $10 million in ARR during fiscal year. So sitting atop a standard Rio configuration are the dual Rosa, which is a multiple award-winning, compact, self-contained, portable security and communication solution that can be installed in about 15 minutes. So it includes human, firearm, vehicle detection, license plate recognition, responsive digital signage, and audio messaging, and has complete integration with RAD software suite. So it's helped eliminate trespassing at many important facilities such as hospitals, multifamily communities, car rental locations, construction sites, and more. So let's find out a little bit more about what AITX stock has been doing looking at their chart. So if you look here in Yahoo Finance chart, you can see if you look at the stock over 1 year, it tends to have a lot of spikes. You could see one smaller one in September, a larger spike in early December, then another one the beginning of 2024, and quite a big pullback. And then in May, another smaller spike, a larger one later in May, and a huge one around middle of the month. Then it pulled way, way, way back, dropping down until another spike in July, and right now it's tending to pull back. So we're looking forward to some more news. I know Steve Reinhardt, who's the CEO of AITX, is puzzled exactly why it has these big bump ups here and there. a little bit more about the stock from Yahoo Finance website is, you can see their days range. You can see the market cap, which is $34 million. They had an earnings date in July. They have a huge volume of trading in their stock of $63 million on average. That is a lot of movement. There's a lot of traders that trade in this stock, obviously with all the spikes. And also there's a lot of short sellers, which you'll see in a moment, which is unbelievable at this price. Because you can see here, the current price of AITX stock is 0.0031. So in looking on the OTC markets, which lists all the OTC stocks and gives their details, you can see that it's a pink current, so they have current with pink listing on OTC. And again, as I mentioned, their market cap's about 38 million. They have a huge amount of authorized shares. Now that's been a little tough for shareholders like me, like many of you, as they keep diluting the stock to bring in more money to grow the company, but it can be a whole lot better for the company than borrowing, especially when the interest rates right now are higher than they were 5 years ago. You can see their number of authorized shares are like $12 billion, 11 billion outstanding. So you can see, because they're authorized, they have another billion shares that they can release, and their float is about 4 billion. So that's how many shares are out there, and when that is traded, it tends to make the stock move. So that just shows how much trading goes on in this stock. So again, I mentioned that there are quite a few short sellers in this stock on an ongoing basis, which is amazing to me at this price. They must buy millions of shares. But in looking at this chart, you can see the regular volume is in red and the short volume is the gray line. So it follows, it's still pretty darn high. If you look at 25,000, you can see a little bit more here about the percentage of volume shorted. On August 16th, it was 28%. It was 42% on August 15th. The high was on August 8th was on August 7th of 65%. That's pretty incredible. I look forward to your comments below on AITX, and make sure and give this video a like. It would mean the world to me, and subscribe while you're at it for more information on penny stocks like this one and also day trading. Now go here to see 2 videos that you'll want to watch next.